Hello YouTube, this is Waya from Twin Cousins Reptiles, and today we are coming at you guys with another Morph Monday. So this week we are going to be highlighting our first co-dominant. So the co-dominant we are going to be highlighting this week is the Mack Snow. So basically, you might ask yourself, when was the Mack Snow first produced? So the Mack Snow, I do not know the year is produced, but it's produced by John and Amy Mack, as the name implies, Reptiles by Mack. A major supplier of like PetSmart, Petco. They're reptiles. You could go do more research on that on your own. But these are my free leopard gecko, Mack Snow leopard geckos I got from a local breeder around me. I got them all at the same time. And earlier today I didn't want to do this video earlier because this guy right here, probably my nicest looking Mack Snow, was shedding, but right now he's definitely done. He looks really bright, vivid, so I did kind of want to wait a little and have this guy looking nice and cool for this video. But also these guys definitely, they look a little bit different since he has like the more broken pattern. That one has almost a completely different pattern. But yeah, let's get into some genetics. So as I was saying, the Mack Snow is a co-dominant, which acts completely different from a recessive. If you guys did watch the other free videos on Tremper albinos, Bell albinos, and blizzards, you guys know how a recessive acts. I'll probably be doing more recessive videos in the future, but this week I just kind of wanted to get to a Mack Snow and some co-dominants. So let's start with this. This right here, if you see NN, that's going to represent a normal leopard gecko. And NS is going to represent a Mack Snow. So this is the Punnett square method. And this is basically how you predict the possible outcome. It's not a guaranteed method that, oh, you're going to get 25% of this. It's basically just by like a flip of a coin or spinning a wheel, basically, if you know what I mean. Co-dominant to dominant Punnett square. So I'm going to be showing you basically a few different crosses of Mack Snow. So if you cross a Mack Snow to a Mack Snow, unlike in recessive, so if you did that with recessive, for example, Tremper cross a Tremper albino, you'd get 100% Tremper. Mack Snow, it works completely different. Since it is that co-dominant, basically how this works is the co-dominant is going to have half the control of, since it's like a dominant, but it only has half, it doesn't have both the genes there. So basically you're going to have out of that, so basically the way that this works, the N goes straight down, the S goes straight down and across, just like that. So N, you're gonna have normal, you're gonna have a 25% chance, if you cross a Mack Snow to a Mack Snow, you're gonna have a 25% chance of a normal, a 50% chance of a Mack Snow, and a 25% chance of a Super Snow. Now, what is a Super Snow? A Super Snow is basically a white leopard gecko that has a lot more spots on it. It'll look a bit more like this guy, kind of, because he does have a lot more spots than like an average Mack Snow. This guy is, as I know, he's just a Mack Snow. And Super Snows definitely, the hatchlings look a whole lot different than that. They won't have like that banding to them as much. But yeah, 25% normal, 25% Mack Snow, and 25% Super Snow. So what about a Mack Snow to a normal? So this comes out also completely different from a recessive cross to a normal, where you get all het. Mack Snow, since it is that co-dominant, if that gene is not there, there is no het. So you're never going to hear something, for example, I guess Enigma het Mack Snow. It's either going to be there or it's not going to be there. So Mack Snow crossed to a normal, you're going to get 50% normal, and you're going to get 50% Mack Snow. 25, one half normal, one half Mack Snow. And that's basically, since one animal has that snow gene, it is going to, at least half the animals there, if crossed to a normal, are going to have that Mack Snow gene. And that's, as I said, all probably, you could definitely get if you breed a female, you could get 8 normals in a row. I mean, it's all probability, but normal. Oh wait, no, this one first. Mack Snow crossed to a Super Snow. So if you cross this Mack Snow to that Super Snow I was describing earlier. So what you're gonna get is the same as it works with a normal, basically. You're gonna get half Mack Snow, half Super Snow. And that Super Snow, basically every animal there is gonna be snow. And I should be saying Max Super Snow, because you can produce Super Snow by crossing Tug Snow to Tug Snow, or Tug Snow to Gem Snow to Max Snow, all that, but I'll explain that in next week's episode. So yeah, you'll get half Max Snow, half Super Snow. Super Snow crosses Super Snow. Now, since there's only that snow gene going through both ways, you're going to get 100% Super Snow. If you cross Super Snow to Super Snow and you don't get a Super Snow, there's definitely something a little bit wrong with that scenario. But yeah, 4 Super Snow. And same thing with a normal. Normal cross normal is going to be 100% normal. So, as I might have said earlier in the episode, it's incomplete dominant. So, a co-dominant is basically a slang term that we use in the reptile community, as well as probably some other communities to use it. But basically, it's just a word we use because we don't feel like being proper and saying incomplete dominant, which is the proper way to say it, scientific way. But also, as I was saying, all co-dominants have to have a super form. So basically, for the Mack Snow, as well as the other snow leopard geckos, that is going to be a super snow leopard gecko. For giants, it's the super giant. For, I guess if you know ball pythons, you have pastels, you have the super pastel. Enchi, you have the super enchi, that type of stuff. So, next we're going to get into a bit about how this animal here is produced. So this is the animal, as you guys know, I've recently got, and this is a Bell albino Mack Snow. He does have both genes in him, so I did in the Bell albino episode, I tried to highlight a bit about that, but I thought it's probably best just to wait until the Mack Snow episode and highlight it in that. So basically, if you cross a let me go back through the terms first. So, normal is still the NN, Mack Snow is still the NS, and just like I believe I might have used BB in the Bell albino episode, 2 lowercase b's is Bell albino, and since it's recessive, they're lowercase. So unless you have 2 lowercase b's, you're not going to see that visual Bell albino. So if you had an NB, that's going to be a het Bell albino. So, if you think that you'd probably get that by crossing a Bell albino, so pretend this guy's just a Bell albino, crossing it to, I guess, a Mack Snow. Now, they're definitely not in breeding age, but you know what I mean. Bell albino crossed in Mack Snow. So this is the Bell albino parent, this is the Mack Snow parent. So these are offspring. You're going to get 50% normal leopard geckos that are het for that Bell albino, and 50% Mack Snow leopard geckos het for that Bell albino. So yeah, half normal het bell, half Mack Snow het bell. So that Mack Snow het bell, if it has that Mack Snow, and you take that animal, grow it up a year or 2, and so basically the genes in that, since Mack Snow, as you know, is represented that way, you can represent this way, since it's Mack Snow, het, Bell albino, and break it up this way. I know this is really confusing, but the Mack Snow, het, Bell albino. So this is crossing a Bell albino animal to that. So basically, I know this is confusing, but what you're going to get out of this is a normal animal. This one here is a normal het Bell albino. This is a Mack Snow animal, het for Bell albino, just like the parent was, except this is written a different way. Right here, you're going to get a Bell albino. So that one has 2 lowercase b, so it is going to be a Bell albino. And right here, you're going to get a Mack Snow Bell albino, this guy right here. Now, even though this is not how this guy was produced, that is basically how the Morph is produced. This guy is produced by crossing a Bell Albino, a Mack Snow Bell Albino to a Mack Snow Bell Albino. You're going to get 50% chance of these guys. But that's basically it for recessive crosses. So next week, as I said, I will probably be discussing another snow, which is the Tug Snow. They look pretty similar to Mack Snows. Actually, this guy has some hypo in him, so he definitely does look a little bit different. But he still is a snow animal. I know this guy, he definitely doesn't like being picked up. But yeah, that is about it for these guys. I'll keep you guys updated with what's going on with this little Mack Snow colony. As stuff keeps happening, they're definitely really growing and really getting better. So next week, Tug Snow, and I will explain crossing snow to snow. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go check out the other videos. I'm going to be putting them right about here, here, and here. It probably will take me a little bit of time to do this, so if you watch it right after it's first released, they won't be there. But thanks for watching. Leopard Gecko, Morph Monday, and see you next week.